territorial foothold such as this cannot be squandered. Hodgson takes it double top. Gloucester have conceded 5 maul tries this season. Newcastle looking to make it 6. McGuigan! The Red Bulls setting the tone. The captain setting the standard. This guy's pass to Arnold, stepping through one. Christoph Riller's going to have to stop things here because tempers are flaring in a big way. It's Arthur Clarke and Jamie Hodgson. It's 10 minutes on the naughty step each for Arthur Clarke and Jamie Hodgson.
Number 5, you retaliated, off you go. You lashed out in the first instance, off you go.
Shipped by Gloucester this season, more than anybody else in the league. More maul meters conceded too. Newcastle rev the engine. Newcastle on the stampedes and finding the finish. A herd of rampant Red Bulls. That's quick ball. Gloucester want to change the momentum of this opening quarter. Ross Burns, side on. Clement, lovely hands to Seb Atkinson, burning away. Options on his outside, and Thorley will score. That's the Gloucester blueprints. That's what it looks like when it all connects in beautiful harmony. McCallum, you can feel the tension on the pitch as much as in the stands. This is a game, both sides utterly desperate to win. Benitez Cruz, off he goes, off he goes! The marquee signing throws down the gauntlets.
Dad will be absolutely delighted. He's come to the right game. What a finish. He's done that already in the first half. Just probing around the fringes, waiting for that second defender to come up on and push out in defence. Just creates a gap, creates a bit of a dogleg. It was Ludlam there, just overread the play and created a bit of space, and he read it perfectly. What a finish.
Well, Ollie Thorley lined up Alex Hurl from Sunderland, and he may have connected a little bit too high.
Clear line of sight, it's high danger, especially with how you're looking. It is a 20-minute red card, okay?
The heavy carry supplies. Ludlow. Gloucester have only made it to the Newcastle 22 3 times so far this evening. Clement, that's a brilliant pass to Jordan. Options on the inside. Austin's with him. Austin to change the narrative, to give Gloucester hope and to bring the anxiety flooding around Kingston Park.
Yeah, and you've got to look at Maffey there. He was really struggling and it went through his channel.
Good space.
Fenter and Clement have a crack. Clement's turned the wrong way. Can he get the ball back? Yes.
Good space.
Newcastle standing guard. For how much longer can they hold? Tug out again. Around the corner goes Fenter.
No hands.
All hands to the pump for Newcastle. Gloucester sniffing again.
Use the line.
Gloucester probing. Gloucester adamant they've scored this. Utterly adamant.
I got it. I just want to make sure you've still got control.
The on-field decision here will be tried.
Okay, coming upstairs.
Okay, Christoph.
I've got
It
it on
looks
a white
like
line. I just want to make
Kieran
sure
Knight has scored.
or drop the ball before he grounds it.
Okay, so
Kieran Knight hasn't scored since a Prem Cup match against Bristol in October 2022.
I'm all right.
To end Newcastle's wait for victory. Newcastle have their moments. New year, Newcastle. The Red Bull Rebels. confusion.
George, does it feel a bit like Groundhog Day today? So close but so far in the end?
Yeah, I mean, it's the same theme we talked about before the game. You know, I don't know how many line breaks we made in that game and dropped balls or, you know, gave the possession over or, you know, just there was twice I think we made the whole length of the pitch, dropped the ball, 2 seconds later we're down on our own try line. So, you know, those combinations at the moment we're just not clicking. When we do, we score tries. You know, and look, the boys are trying. I'm not going to scream or shout about it because the combinations are changing every week. You know, we've got a hooker who turns up on Monday. You know, nines who haven't played in the Prem. It's tough going. But you see there, the boys are staying in the fight. They did their best, but as you say, lots of opportunities missed today.
With that being said, what as a coach can you do about this recurring theme? Because you can't help the injury rate. You can't necessarily change the cohesion or change the team much when you're down on your knees with injuries. What can you do as a coach to try and bring that connectivity?
Yeah, it's a great question. I mean, you know, we did a lot of work on our skills and things over the last sort of 18 months. So we're trying not to go away from playing rugby. You know, the easy thing probably is to kick the ball more, chase it, all that sort of stuff. But we're trying to not go away from our DNA. We're working on it. As I say, we've had 3 or 4 short weeks on the bounce now, so a couple of days training each week, you know, isn't ideal for it either. So there isn't a huge amount, you know, there isn't a huge amount we can do. You know, we need to keep doing set piece defence. You know, we're not quite there with those bits. We let in 2 soft maul tries early on, you know, which ultimately you could say the game came down to. But we are trying our best. I say the boys are trying their best. But we're trying to keep to our DNA that we've worked hard to build.
I don't want to hammer you with negative statistics, George, but I think that's 7 maul tries now for the season, which is the highest tally in the league. In focusing so much on the incredible attack that you have built with James Lightfoot-Brown, have you perhaps lost some of that Gloucester DNA of old when you came in, when you were such a strong mauling and set-piece based team? Yeah,
without a doubt. There's no question on that. And that's something we're addressing in the background at the moment where, you know, we're looking at how we reshuffle things around to get the right people focused on the right things. But there's no doubt that, you know, that really hurts me personally because we did spend a number of years building up a dominant maul and a defence that didn't concede. And, you know, obviously, you know, it's we're not in that position right now. So that is something that's been highlighted for a good while, and we're going to correct that.
You alluded there to getting the right people in the right areas in terms perhaps of coaching as well. What's going on behind the scenes? There was a statement from Alex this week, a long statement around the injuries, around things going on in the background that supporters haven't quite got to hear about yet. What can you tell us about the plans behind the scenes for maybe shuffling the coaching, maybe bringing in, as has been rumoured and anticipated, a DOR to maybe remove some of the back office responsibilities and allow you to focus on the coaching? Yeah,
look, I think there's been a lot of discussions at the start of the year on how you know, we're probably not lined up as well as we can be, and we want to enhance the programme. And the maul's a great example. You know, we want people coaching the areas they're really good at. So we're, you know, stretched a little bit thin in a few areas, and the focus isn't quite where we want it to be. So there's a lot going on in the background. You know, there's been one change already that things are going to change. But I can't really talk about it until, you know, everything's signed, sealed, and you know, it's the right time to announce it all.
I mean, it's a big decision for the club to make. It's something big for you potentially as well, if there's to be somebody coming in effectively, to borrow the phrase, above you as a management body there to look after the non-rugby bits, the non-coaching bits. Is that something that you would welcome, to maybe spend more time on the training paddock with the players?
Yeah, I'm absolutely on board with the process we're going through, and I think that's I personally think it's really exciting. There's no quick fix here that we can't just click our fingers and get it there, but I'm absolutely on board with it. I'm in the discussions. You know, I'm excited by it. So I think from that point of view, you know, it's really, really exciting. In the here and now, we've got to do our best to, you know, get hands on deck. Like you say, do our best, the best we can, coaching wise, and you know, we're going to Europe now with 2 slightly different challenges, and we've got to work out what that looks like.
And just lastly, it's not a particularly pleasant time to be a Gloucester fan. Alex has obviously released that statement to communicate effectively with them. What's your message to such a big fan base that isn't seeing the good times rolling right now?
Yeah, look, I mean, we're all in this together, right? No one's enjoying life right now. That's the truth. But everyone behind the scenes working tirelessly. As we say, we're getting thrown with challenge after challenge after challenge. I'm not quite sure why that is. You know, we have to keep digging into that and work out why that's happening, because it's been ridiculous. But you know, we're all in this together. There's no one enjoying life right now, let's be honest, and everyone's rolling their sleeves up here. You know, but we will get out of it.
George, thanks for your patience and your honesty. Appreciate it.
Thanks a lot.
Simon, many congratulations. Before we talk about the rugby, just tell us how special a moment that was at full time, being able to go and see, I think, your father who'd travelled from Argentina to watch you play today.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, it was a great game. All my family here, and we've been working really hard, so really happy for this game.
Did they come over for Christmas? Were they here just for this match?
Yeah, they came for New Year, Christmas, and they stay 1 week more, so really happy.
And what did it mean to you to have them here today as you scored the try and delivered such an important result for the team?
Yeah, it's awesome. We've been working really hard all weeks long, so it's really important for us. First win of the year and the Prem.
It's your first season playing Northern Hemisphere rugby outside of Argentina. How have you found that transition from going from Argentina to the middle of an English winter here?
Oh, it's great. People here are really good, really nice with me, so I'm enjoying a lot.
And how excited are you and the rest of the players about the future for this club? There's been a lot of hardship before you came. Now the investment is here. We're hearing more about some of the signings. Franco Molina also coming from Argentina, one of your compatriots at the Pumas. How excited are you about what this club could go on and achieve in the next few years?
Yes, as I told you, this team and this staff is working really hard and really looking forward for what's coming.
Simon, many congratulations. You're a player of the match.
Thank you so much.
Well done.
Thank you.
Simon. How many times you and I have stood in this room asking the same questions, you giving the same answers after a familiar story that ends in a defeat? How proud are you that you've got one over the line in difficult circumstances tonight?
Look, I'm extremely proud.
That's okay. That's going to start a game. Sorry. It's good doing it on a win.
Alan, you've stood raking the coals over familiar defeats in this room many, many times. How proud are you that you're standing here on the right side of the result for a change?
I'm extremely proud. Straight after the game last week at Bristol, I said how proud I was of the players for sticking in there, getting the bonus point away from home, and actually, as I said last week, that we were very close to the win. So to get over the line today, really, really pleasing. Relieved. I thought Gloucester certainly put us under pressure middle part of the second half, and we made the changes, and the impact from the bench certainly in defence was felt and needed, and we held them out. So some brilliant D at the end against a team that like to attack.
Was that what pleased you most? There are a lot of positive aspects to take out of tonight, not least to just getting a result, however it came. Was the defence at the end the most satisfying part of it?
Look, certainly we were under pressure there. It's not just in terms of them scoring, but also they've got a good driving maul. We needed to be disciplined, which we were. Didn't want to give away an easy penalty for them to kick to the corner. So, look, I was pleased with lots of aspects of the game today. You look at our defensive line out, the work that Scott McLeod did. I thought a couple of times, young Oscar Usher going up, nicking the ball, vital one at the end of the game. And it's fantastic to see. And I think the players, you've just spoken there to Simon, and the players thoroughly deserve that win tonight.
There is understandably a lot of excitement and a lot of focus on who's coming in next season. International names, big names from the Gallagher PREM already in situ. There's a lot of talent already here that maybe flies under the radar. You mentioned Oscar Usher, young Finn Baker, the Hancock twins coming off the bench. Are we perhaps underestimating what's here and the fact that a lot of these guys are playing for their futures, knowing there's going to be some big dogs arriving?
Yeah, certainly. I think you've just talked there. They're players that have kind of come through the academy, and that's certainly what Red Bull want to drive. We want to breed players and develop players within our region. And you saw tonight kind of people like Oscar Usher, what it means to those kind of players. And they're added, or we have world-class players coming, and it makes for a strong squad, really.
You've got to go and celebrate these little moments, right? Are you leading the charge down the quayside tonight? What does Friday night in Newcastle look like after a win?
I don't go. We might go for a couple, but Smithy has led the charge in the change room with the Blade and races. It was a good rendition.
Good man. At least he knows the words. Thanks so much for your time, Alan.
Thank you. Cheers.
Thank you.